One of the most important lessons that I have learned so far on my journey is that you can only connect the dots going backwards. What does that mean? What it means is we don't know the future, and really hindsight is 2020. I mean, if you go back and you look at any point in your life, and it could be small, it could be monumental decisions you've made, a chain of events that led to a certain outcome. Think about that outcome, and would you have known that that was going to happen based on the 5 events that preceded that? No, but you may be able to look back at certain events in your life or certain decisions that you've made and been like, you know, that makes sense why that happened, or that needed to go away or needed to transmute into something else for that to appear or for that to even be an option for me. And this might take some time because this is some really deep stuff, but to really, you can only connect the dots going backwards. An exercise that I have learned, and I would love for you to try it because it really gets down to the nitty gritty. It gets down to almost like what's the truth? Because the exercise I want you to try is asking yourself why 5 times. So why would we ask ourselves why 5 times? That's your first step, is to look at what are the thoughts that you're thinking, and ask yourself why. So the idea, going back to the why you ask yourself why 5 times, is to get to your real answer, your real truth. Because likely you ask yourself whatever question it is. Why is it so hard for me to break past a certain amount of revenue a month? Or why is it so hard for me to stick to working out consistently X amount of times a week? You ask yourself why, and that first answer is probably going to be this, your first thought, your gut answer, what you think the answer is. Then ask yourself why again. And you're going to have to start to think, and then, write down whatever that answer is, and then ask yourself why again, and get to 5. And the reason being is, anything beyond 5, if you can't get to 5, you can't get to 5. But after you get past the 3rd, so I'd say by that 4th one, that is likely the real answer as to why. Sit with that for a minute. You think again, I like to peel these layers. It could be an onion. If you don't want to cry about it, think of something else you peel, like an orange, something a little, I don't know, a little acidic for me. But is we peel back these layers because, again, it could be story, it could be excuses, it could be projected thoughts from yourself, from others, it could be a little bit of guilt, it could be to peel back the layers of what's really going on here. What's the truth? What is the real deep-seated reason why blank isn't occurring? So ask yourself why. And I guarantee that you may be shocked by what you find out. And again, you don't have to get, to some big aspects here. You can, if you feel so inclined, but try something a little, less big. Try something small, whether, yeah, maybe it's a commitment to working out or a commitment to mm, not eating chips. Why is it that I always eat chips, even though I said I was going to stop eating junk food or whatever? And see what you come up with. You may be surprised at what you find out. The breakthrough isn't out there; it's in here, and that's exactly why I created All Starts With You.